Hey guys, how are you all doing? It's a girl Cindy. Welcome back again to another video. I trust you guys are having amazing time today. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. So in today's video, I just want us to please talk about this video that is slightly going viral on TikTok. Now, why I said slightly is because his people haven't seen this video yet. Because if they see it, of course, they're going to report his account. Basically, TikTok will take his account down. So here is a white man literally setting the record straight to his people. Now, I checked his entire account. This man is on fire, literally calling his people out. Now, I have put these videos together, just very few of them. Let's just hear from him because I think it is better we, share videos like this so they can hear from their people. Because when Black people say these things, they tend to come for them and say they made the whole thing up and all of that. You all know how this thing, works. So stay with me, guys. Let's just see this video. Of course, I'm going to tag him below in the comment section so you can please check his entire page out. I just want us again to talk about this. And if you are a white person watching this video, I would implore you to please watch this video to the very end because man is setting the record straight. I can't make this up. I didn't say it. He said this. Check this video out.
Let's talk about you culture vultures. Racist America does not love Black culture. It requires it. In the same way a tick requires blood. They are intentionally dependent on Black innovation because whiteness has no internal generator. It is a closed circuit of theft and mimicry, constantly rebooting itself on Black genius just to feel human for 5 more minutes. Every jazz solo, every drill beat, every dance challenge is not just entertainment to them. It is dialysis. They yearn for the possibility of measuring up. They study Black people in a fashion that totally blinds them to appearing like a Bundy/Dahmer hybrid. It's total psychosis. Whiteness consumes Blackness the way an addict huffs oxygen. Not to thrive, but to avoid dying. And we can all agree that this is not new behavior. This is a historical genome of obsessive, racist behavior, from cotton to copyrights. The theft and culture adaptation started from a space of hiding the uniqueness of Black people's hair and fashion. In the 1800s, vaudeville performers blackened their faces and became millionaires. In the 1900s, racists decided that they were sick of stinking up the bars while standing still, so they moseyed on over to the juke joint and began their theft of the blues. And when that became boring, because clearly no one wants to listen to Mitch McConnell cosplaying B.B. King, they repackaged rock music. How does one unseasoned chicken? Well, Dwight's found a way. Gentrifying R&B with the talents of George Michael, Michael Bolton, Michael McDonald, Christina Aguilera, and John B. While they all aren't total flops, could we have lived without their contribution? Absolutely. In the 2000s, they whitewashed hip-hop, and then staged Kanye making Taylor Swift a victim. All she had to be was be Jasmine Sullivan and be good enough to release music without a scandal or some award show scheme. In the 2020s, TikTok bans Black creators but rewards the mimic class with brand deals. Whiteness doesn't create culture. It loots it, drains it, and then gatekeeps it, as if its hands were dripping in blood and glitter. While we are grateful for the contributions of the artists mentioned, we must ask ourselves, why? Why do we need white artists in an industry where they are swallowed whole without some huge circus to catch everyone's attention? Yet a full export of Black culture to the rest of the world, basically saying, hey, look, China, we have the gold over here. Therefore, you must do what we say. They want so badly to own Black culture when they don't have the ability to contribute or create one part of it. To love Black culture while fearing Black people is state-sponsored schizophrenia. You can't cheer for LeBron, but call Tamir Rice threatening. They want the bass of Black music, but none of the memory of violence and theft encoded in the chord. They want the hips, the lips, the slang, but not the screams. Why are they obsessed? Because Blackness is aliveness. It's spiritual elasticity. It's memory under pressure that sings instead of breaks. Black people are everything that everyone else can't be. Every time they imitate Black culture, it's them admitting that Black people are the source. Let's talk about the truth. There is so much discourse lately about who is native and who is indigenous, and even the nerve to bring up who is the architect of soul food. And what everyone needs to understand is that Black people are the earth. Black people are the only unmutated humanity. They told you humans came from Africa like it was a migration story. But that's not the truth. The truth is, Africa is the first face of the earth. And blackness is the source of all biology. Everyone else? Genetic drift, mutational echo, survival glitches adapted to ice and exile. Let's talk origins. The Black woman is the womb of the world. Forget the Eve in the garden story. That was a stolen metaphor. The real Eve lives in the woman's mitochondria. And not just any women. Melanin-rich, thick-hipped, thick-lipped, and copper-toned. Elegant, poised, literally perfect, planet-rooted Black women. White women don't carry the full ancestral genome. Asian, Mexican, and Native women only carry fragments. Black women carry the total code. She doesn't reproduce diversity. She births the whole species. When small African offshoot groups migrated north, they weren't evolving. They were mutating, adapting to survival, not thriving. That's where lighter skin, narrow nostrils, reduced melanin, and behavioral changes began. All signs of environmental stress, not superiority. You don't get white by evolving. You get white by forgetting the sun. And that forgetting is not advancement, it's regression. The white genome contains 1 to 4% Neanderthal DNA. Let me repeat, they didn't just descend from humans. They were cavemen. Black people have 0 Neanderthal admixture. That's not a joke. That's biology. Black people are the originals. Non-Black people are the remix. The problem is, the remix decided to express its evil nature by attempting to erase the original track. Let's talk indigenous. The term indigenous was invented by settlers to decide who was native enough to be managed, named, and displaced. But indigenous is a political term, not a genetic one. And political terms can't overwrite blood memory. Being first on the continent does not make you first on the planet. However, Black people being first on the planet means they are first on every continent. The Black genome is Earth's source code. Everyone else is just running a copy of their biological operating system. The war against Black genetics is a war against humanity. Melanin isn't pigment, it's the processor. It's the molecule that translates solar energy into life. Plants have it, animals have it, humans need it. Black people have the highest concentration of it, which means Black people don't just live on Earth, they translate it. They are not just a race, they are the root species. Black isn't a color, it's the motherboard. Every other group, adaptations, mutations, and mistakes. This isn't supremacy. This is truth. Black people didn't come from Africa. Africa came from Black people. Alright, racists, let's talk about your obsession with Black people's creative genius. America, where racists have a habit of copying the original style of Black people's fashion, but never had any soul. Let's stop pretending that this was a shared culture. Racist America has never appreciated Black American fashion. The countless eras of magic and threads. Every era. Every single one started with Black visionaries inventing a look, a sound, a way of walking through hell with style, and ended with white culture strip mining it, bleaching it, rebranding it, and pretending it never saw Black people wear it first. From Dapper Dan to Leon Talley, fashion has always been the advertisement for Black intelligence. From zoot suits to shell toes, do-rags to gold chains, grills to oversized jerseys, baby hairs to airbrush tees, nameplate necklaces to acrylic nails. Everything they mocked, they later monetized. Never once did they say that Black people did this first. They wait for the Black culture to ripen, for that one trend to become commonplace so that they can slip right in and pretend that they're the trendsetters. Then they pluck it, paint it beige, and call it edgy. The 1920s to 40s, Harlem glamour. Racist America watched from jazz clubs, fascinated as Black folks turned Sunday best into a defiant fashion statement. Pinstripes, feathered hats, two-tone shoes, mocked and then mimicked. The 60s to 70s, soul, Afrocentricity, and funk couture. Dashikis, afros, platform shoes, statement glasses. White designers pretended that it was bohemian. Meanwhile, Black people were shot in the street for looking too militant. The 80s to 90s, streetwear, hip-hop, and the rise of the logos. Adidas, Kango, Tommy, FUBU. Black kids made it hot. White teens made it look cheesy. Designers fled from Black people in public, but then courted them in private. The 2000s to now, aesthetic colonization in real time. Baby hairs are trendy on Bella Hadid. Cornrows become boxer braids on Vogue. Acrylic nails once called ghetto are now chic. Do-rags show up in Paris runway shows, modeled by people who have never had waves. Gay men cosplay black women all the time with gaudy nails and swear up and down that they were the first ones to do it. But why the obsession? Because whiteness doesn't know how to create a style. It only knows how to appropriate power from style. Black fashion is not just clothing. It's armor, language, resistance. It's how they carved elegance from poverty, turned grief into glitter, made survival look like a runway. Racists have always wanted the look without the life. When black people wear it, they're profiled. When racists wear it, they're praised. When black people design it, it's considered niche. When racists steal it and relabel it, it's considered luxury. They've stolen aesthetics while enforcing policies that brutalize the people who invented them. That's not influence. That's violence, colonization, gaslighting disguised as fashion. Every time you imitate black people without naming them, you prove that you don't have culture, only an appetite. You can wear the look, but you'll never have the walk. You can copy the fabric, but you'll never replicate the frequency. Let's talk about your Wannabism. Racist America has always been obsessed with black culture. They dream of being able to wear black culture like it's a Halloween costume. They fantasize about all the hairstyles they would wear if they had the chance. They drool over the thought of normalizing seasoning. It can't be in any social setting without using the slang. They pretend to walk with purpose, trying to fake the sway. One thing that you can always count on them to do is return to their whiteness when it comes to the struggle. Racist people have a genuine belief that black culture is theirs for the taking. They constantly say some of the weirdest things when they're confronted with their swiper behavior.
Culture is for everyone to enjoy. What's wrong with sharing culture? We all take from each other's culture.
Basically gaslighting black people to just accept the theft. They walk around in Jordans like it's their trend, braiding their hair when they know goddamn well that you're not supposed to braid dog hair. They play rap music all day, even while air rapping, and committing to total cosplay of black men enjoying their music. Even driving with their seats back and buying Hellcats like their car comes with a copper skin tanning bed equipped. Just admit it. You want to be black so bad that you will try your hardest to erase who you are just to be in proximity to blackness. All the while following your parents' hatred for black people. Like the true hypocrites you've been raised to be. What racists fail to realize is that black people would love to share their culture with people who actually care about them. They would love to welcome everyone in. Only if they didn't have to attach eyes in the back of their head just to make sure the racists don't stab them in the back. What racists fail to see is that the same people who are willing to give them the world are the same people that the racists hate. Because they wish they could have a world to give. You can't be in admiration and envious at the same time. Pick a struggle. Racists have always hated braids in the classroom. Until white influencers wore them to Coachella. Racists have arrested people for wearing hoodies, then copied the silhouette for Fashion Week. Racists mocked AAVE until a white boy says no cap, and now it's brandable. You even have politicians and journalists saying, "Is that cap?" on live television. Only then is it deemed trendy. This country doesn't borrow, it abusively steals and manipulates. Then sells it back to black people with a price tag and a copyright claim. Let's be real. They don't want to understand the cultures that they copy. Because understanding would mean confronting the violence that created the distance in the first place. Understanding would mean saying, "We banned your drums because we feared drumsticks and mallets going up against our heads." It would mean admitting, "We made your spirituality illegal, but turned ours into a weapon." It would mean confessing, "We mocked your food, your names, your sound, because we were empty and you were whole." Appropriation is not just mimicry, it's strategy, it's camouflage. A way to erase the origin while feeding the empire. They don't just take, they replace. So be careful of loving John B., Post Malone, Jack Harlow, Justin Timberlake, Ariana Grande, Iggy Azalea, Tekashi 69, and Mexican OT. Because their job is to infiltrate and then replace your culture with their ownership. So when appropriation is the subject matter, don't call it inspiration. Call it what it is. Weaponized envy. Black people aren't asking for credit. They have come to repossess.
Before I show you the comment and make my commentary, I just want to state that this video is for educational purposes only. It is not to bully anyone, nor harass anyone, but it's just to create awareness so we all can see and know what is happening on TikTok. Now, stay with me, guys. I have put together a few comments that I grabbed, from the comment section of his videos so you guys can see what other people dropped in there. You can please pause to read this comment. if you want to. But I might read some comments for you and also make my commentary. Now, here are some comments from the video he talked about white people being obsessed with black people. Now, this person says, I'm a black traveler. This is true. I've been in Thailand for 5 months now. The condo I stay in has a lot of European tourists. Every single time I walk through anywhere on site, they all stare. The other comment says, they will stare at you in public, and when you look at them, they look away. Now, you can please pause, to read the rest of the comment if you want to. But we all know that videos like this don't sit well with, some white people. I know that there are some of them who are allies genuinely, and when they see videos like this, they pay attention, they listen, and they even call their people out. Now, videos like this, like I said, don't sit well with them. They tend to report this account, come for the white guy and all of that. But people really need to, speak up, which black people have been saying, over the years, and even in 2025, the black content creators are talking about this. But TikTok being TikTok tend to suppress the black creators and show the world the white creators, which he mentioned in his videos. And most times when I see these videos, I ask why. Now, some of them in the comment section, black people in the comment section are saying that if you dislike this group of people, why don't you let them go? And some people in the comment section say that because they know that black people can strive on their own. Racism is bad. Disliking people, a group of people, just because of the color of their skin. And when some of them come in the comment section, to say, why are you all making these videos? Why are you accusing me? I didn't do anything. I don't know about it, and blah, 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 and all of that. Now, the truth is, yes, you did not do it. Your ancestors did it. But the thing is, it was passed on to you, and you are now passing it on to your children, who, when they come in contact with black people, because of what you have told them, because of what you guys are telling them, they tend to dislike them just like that. You see them bullying a black child. You see an adult who is not black using the word that he or she is not supposed to use on a child, knowing the fact that her own child, who is not white, is there watching, paying attention, and you think he is not gonna carry on with what his parents are doing to this certain group of people. Now, that is what we are talking about. Teach them right. Tell them that this is not good. But y'all do not want to pay attention. Y'all do not want to listen to what, the black content creators are saying. Now, some people will say, we are not asking them to like us and all of that. All we want is for racism to stop. That's all. But anyways, I just thought to drop this here. I just thought to react to this video. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. Obviously, the white guy is spitting. He is literally speaking. But I just want to say thank you anyways for stopping by to watch this video. Let me know again what you all think in the comment section. And again, if you are a white person watching this video and you find this very offensive, baby, you are part of the problem. You just need to sit down and reflect and think about this. Do not come at the wrong people. That's all. Well, let me know what you all think again in the comment section, guys. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and of course, come back for another video. I'm gonna see y'all in my next one. Y'all have a lovely day. Much love. Bye.